who are YouTube customers? How does YouTube define their own customer segments? What we are going to do is stay in a high level of the different type of customer segments that they are trying to address. So in this case, first of all, there's going to be the viewers. So you who is consuming the videos that are available on the platform or the media that is available. The second one is going to be the creators, or what is more normally known as the YouTubers. So somebody like me who is creating different content, different videos or different type of media and then uploading it into the platforms for others to consume. And the third one is going to be the advertisers. So these are the companies or the individuals that are going to upload different type of advertisement in order for the viewers or the creators to be driven into their own potential offering of products. So just briefly, how would then YouTube define this different type of customer segments? So first, let's start with the creator or the YouTuber. This person, what it's going to do is that this person wants to share something with the world. It might be that it's something educational, that is trying to explain how to work, how to help others to try to understand what are the better practices to do certain type of things. It might be somebody that's just into entertaining. They like to just film themselves, do different type of sports or their friends. Or you just go and browse around YouTube and you will see all the different type of content that is out there. But these are the people that are bringing content into the platform. So obviously YouTube is nobody without the actual content. So the creators are the ones that are providing this content for the whole community. The creators driving content, the creators engaging with the users, creating engaging videos is going to get people to view those videos and is going to get people to stay more time within YouTube. Obviously, that's what YouTube wants. In the end, YouTube is like a TV platform that is trying to get your attention, is trying to get you to stay with the platform and try to consume the content within the platform. The second group is going to be the viewers. The viewers don't create content typically, they are going to consume the content. So there are going to be people who have different type of interests. It might be that you are into gaming, it might be that you are into product management or how to handle different type of business. And then you are going to look for the content that actually answers your needs or your questions. Within viewers, there's obviously going to be very different type of viewers. There's going to be the engaged viewers who are the ones that are going to participate more. But then there's going to be the regular viewers who don't engage too much into the community, might not like, might not comment, but they regularly come and check some channels. And then there's the occasional viewers who are the ones that just are directed into the platform from outside. So I might only can randomly through external links, but not as a normal consumer. Of course, from the point of YouTube, viewers are the ones that are going to grow the platform, that are going to get traction to the content that these creators are creating, that is going to then be able to help them monetize the platform. And finally, we of course have the advertisers, which are the ones that are helping monetizing the platform. So advertisers, you might see them at the beginning of the videos, there's ads, the different type of ads that YouTube has in different kind of situations, in the middle of the video, sometimes in the side of the video. And these are the ones also that are going to drive revenue in YouTube. Nowadays, YouTube has changed, and of course it has evolved, it has new ways of actually monetizing. So there is not just this one, but we will, for this case, and to try to simplify, we will talk only about the typical in-video advertisement that YouTube is doing. But this already should give you a good understanding of how this cycle works. So how YouTube has built the products to be able to answer the customer needs, so the viewers, the creators, and the advertisers, and how the workflow between these three works. There is a creator who creates a video that then is consumed by a viewer, and at the same time, There is the advertiser that it's actually advertising their own products, who is actually doing targeting these different type of viewers. These advertisers are going to be the ones that provide the revenue for YouTube. And to close the circle, the creators are going to get paid by the ads that are run through their channel. So now we will go into a little bit of a more nitty-gritty study of how YouTube is actually providing value to these different customer types through the different features that are within YouTube. So let's get down to it. So what we will do here is we are going to break down into the different customer types. We will talk about the creators, we will talk about the advertisers, we will talk also about the different type of viewers. So we will highlight the engaged viewer, who is the one that is more commented. We also will talk about who is the regular viewer, who is the one that is actually visiting often the platform, following some people, but is not so much participating into the comments, subscribing, perhaps liking the videos. And then there's going to be the random viewer who is just directly into the platform by some external link and typically is not coming to the platform in a daily or weekly basis. So first of all, you will have what is the actual content. Let's stick only to the videos. The creator probably is going to have also, it's going to be a creator, but it's going to be also a viewer or an engaged viewer when it comes to other channels. The creator, what is going to do is that the creator is obviously going to create content. What they want to do is they want to educate, they want to entertain people, they want to create content for others to consume. Many creators, what they're going to do is to actually build a community. They will also want to drive people to interact, to engage with their content, to like the video, to subscribe. Why is this? Well, everybody talks about YouTube's algorithm. YouTube's algorithm, to a certain degree, how it works is that it suggests the content that people are mostly interested in. What does being interested in means? So it means that if you see a suggested video, you will click on it and you will actually watch it or watch most of that video. That's an interesting content. Of course, if you actually comment on the video, that's going to be considered also even more interesting. If you like the video, of course, that's also going to bring more points to that video to be suggested in the future. And if you subscribe to the channel because of that video, it's also going to continue promoting that channel. If after the first video you continue to another video of the same channel in the suggested videos, for example, that is going to give more points to that channel to be more promoted in the future. So of course, the creators are going to also play this game of trying to promote their content, try to make content that is engaging, that people want to stay watching and continue bringing and growing this community of people that are interested in their content. And of course, YouTubers, creators can be just individuals like me, or it can be actual companies that are creating content around the products that they are building. Now, if we go to the advertiser, why the advertiser would create videos? That what they want to do is create a promotion for different services or products that they are offering. So in a way, these advertisers are also creators. They are going to have some similarities on the needs as a creator is going to have, but the advertiser is trying to track and get the people outside YouTube's platform to purchase the products. Some of the creators are going to do that when they try to get you into their own website to sign to some emailing list, for example. Then there's going to be all the different viewers. So there's going to be the viewers, what they're going to do. The engaged viewer is obviously going to consume content continuously. They want to feel like they belong to a community. They will engage with the creator and they will engage also with other engaged viewers in different conversations. The regular viewer probably is going to be going to the platform, to YouTube, to check videos of their favorite YouTubers in a regular basis, but not necessarily participating into the community. And then finally, the random viewer is going to come typically directly from some external links into YouTube and then just check the video that they want to see and then get out of the platform. Another feature that is going to be is creating a channel. So within YouTube, you can create a channel where you can share those videos. This is typically going to be used just by the creators and the advertiser potentially. The creator, of course, they want to share the experience, the knowledge, build this community. So they want to create a channel that it's something that belongs to them, that it brands them as whatever is their idea of the brand that they have for their YouTube channel. The advertiser typically is going to have also a YouTube channel. What they want to do is promote their services, that they want to promote their products. So you will have typically a quite different approach between a creator, between a YouTuber and an advertiser platform. One is going to be, the advertiser is more going to be your typical, more corporate channel, whereas as the YouTuber is going to be something that is talking more about feelings and engagement. Another of the features that is going to be within YouTube is streaming. So creators are going to use streaming, but this is not necessarily something that they are going to be using so often. So in some cases, some creators are going to use it quite often. Gaming channels probably are going to use it more often than others. Channels that want to teach, that want to actually have live sessions with their users, with their audience, might use this live streaming in order to do that. But not necessarily all the creators are going to have or going to do this all the time. Many times creators that are very big are going to have a hard time to do this because there's going to be so many viewers in the streaming session that they might not be able to want to do this or want to actually actively do this kind of streaming sessions. And then there's the very small channels might not do it because there's not going to be pretty much anybody. So mid-sized channels is the ones that typically you can see more doing the streaming. Typically advertisers are not going to be doing this streaming. And then on the other side, on the consumer point of view, there is going to be the engaged viewers who typically are going to be the ones that actually go and participate in these streaming sessions because they want to have that content with the creator. The regular viewer and your random viewer are most likely not going to be participating in these streaming sessions very often. Then when it comes to engagement features within YouTube, when I talk about engagement features, I talk about things like clicking the like or the dislike button, clicking the subscribe button, commenting in the comments section. So this is what builds the community. This is what means that people are engaging more actively with your content. So this is something that where creators are obviously going to be very prone, especially when they're trying to grow their channel heavily. They want to build this community. They want to engage with the people. So of course, because this is something that they understand that is going to help YouTube promote their videos more in the future. For the advertisers, this is probably not going to be something that typically they do so much. Typically, when you see an ad in YouTube, you cannot comment. It's just an ad that is playing, so it's just a video. And then probably they're not seeing YouTube necessarily as a platform where to engage with people, but just a platform where to drive people into their own sites. Of course, then when we come to the consumers, the viewers, then the engaged viewer obviously is the one that is going to be interacting more with these features. Then when it comes to the regular viewer or random viewer, they are probably not going to use these features so much. They might subscribe to a channel, but they do this liking and subscribing more as a bookmark than necessarily a promotion or supporting to the channel. Then there's going to be the ads, so the ability to play ads within the videos. So this is something that is going to affect to pretty much everybody unless you are pay in the YouTube Premium, and if you're in YouTube Premium then you see video and content without ads, but then you are already creating revenue for YouTube in a different way. Why is this feature important? So for example, it's very important for a creator. The video is going to play ads. Once the creator complies with the minimum requirements for monetization, then they can actually enable monetizing their content. And this means that their videos are going to play ads either in the beginning, in the middle, in the end. There's going to be different criteria, so I'm not going to go into the details of that. But once they enable ads, that means that the users or the consumers of the content, so the viewers are going to see these ads within their content. And this is going to generate revenue for those creators. Of course, for the advertiser, the ads are going to be very important because this is the way that obviously they're going to try to drive traffic into their own platform to sell their own services or products. And then, of course, in the end, the viewers, and this affects to all the viewers that are going to be watching the ads in the content that they are consuming within the platform. Another feature within YouTube that is going to be quite important, it's YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio is not something that most of the people are aware of or know. The regular viewers probably never even heard of such a thing as YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio, what it allows the creators is to customize, create a channel, make a difference from the other channels, and be able to see the performance of the channel, see how people are engaging, see how people are watching the videos. It's the place where you set up basically your channel and set up your content, and you are able to actually see how your channel is performing. So this is going to be critical for creators or YouTubers in their daily work. As well, this is going to be very important for the advertisers to see how those campaigns, basically for you as a company, being an advertiser, is doing a marketing campaign, and see how successful it is. So you can see how much people have been watching your videos. And then if you plug it into Google Analytics in your own website, you can see how much traffic is coming actually from those videos that are being played in YouTube. Then, of course, YouTube Studio is not something that is going to provide value as such for the actual viewers. So this was a quite long and heavy introduction of some of the features that are within YouTube and how are they perceived by the different customer segments. But this already gives you a very good understanding of how are you bringing value to those different customer segments and how the different products or the different features that YouTube is having are bringing value for them. This also then helps you to understand how to align or create your strategy as YouTube in order to serve those different customer segments. So I understand that a creator is going to have some things that are going to be critical for them. So first of all, a creator is going to want to be able to create easily content and upload it into the platform. Second, they are going to want to be able to engage with their community, with the viewers that are watching their content. And third, they will most likely want to monetize their channel. So they will want to be able to generate revenue from the ads that the advertisers are running in their content, in their videos. And of course, as you mentioned in the beginning, most of the YouTube creators are doing this because they actually like the topic that they are sharing. So for them, it's going to be very important to be able to have a platform where they can share this content and that the platform provides a solution for them for the problem of being able to share. So once you understand these needs, building the strategy and what are the important points to address the problems or their needs or the needs of these YouTubers is going to be much easier for YouTube to do. When it comes to YouTube strategy, I did already a video of that. It was my first video in the channel. So if you're interested, please go ahead and take a look at it. So now we have talked a little bit about the strategy. We have talked about the different features that YouTube has and how they bring value and address the problem of these customer segments. Now, how is actually YouTube talking to these different customer segments? So YouTube tends to talk with these different customer segments also through their own platform. So when you talk about how YouTube talks with creators, there's a YouTube creators channel that tries to help creators to grow. Of course, it's in the best interest of YouTube to have successful creators and as many creators as possible, because the more content there is, the more important and interesting content is on the platform, the more traction the platform has, the more viewers there are, and the more obviously people are consuming YouTube videos. Then if you are an advertiser, what YouTube have is a site called YouTube Ads, and there you can see how they are actually talking with the actual advertisers. Of course, YouTube is a very successful platform, so it's a place where people are searching a lot. It's the second biggest searching engine in the world. So obviously, it's a natural place for advertisers also to go and to try to get traction into their own products. You can see from this site that how they're actually talking to those advertisers and how they sell the idea for the advertisers to actually go and advertise their content within the YouTube platform. And then, of course, there's the viewers. So typically you who is watching this type of content. So how does YouTube talk to you? So typically YouTube may not talk directly to you. You are not maybe necessarily the person that is going to be watching YouTube for how YouTube works or these kind of things. But YouTube, in the way that it has set up this algorithm to understand what are your needs as a viewer. What are the things that you like to watch? Do you like to watch these product management videos, or do you like to watch business videos, or do you like to watch gaming videos? What are the things that you are typically interested in, and how can I make it easier for you to find similar content within the platform, or more content from the same channel within the platform, and suggest it to you so you don't have to go and search? So how can I make it for you to actually to have a very easy life to find the things that you might be interested in? And yes, you might say that sometimes YouTube always suggests the same things, but if you're watching always the same things, YouTube typically is not going to try to suggest you new things that you have not looked for before. You might be very interested in business and product management and tech companies, but as well you might be very interested in surfing. But you might never have looked for a video of surfing in YouTube. So YouTube is not going to suggest you that until you start looking for it and start diving more into that type of content on your own. So this has been a very lengthy video today, but as a summary, what I have tried to do here is that, first of all, I wanted to look into what are the different customer segments that YouTube has. How are they defining these customer segments? And of course, stay high level because there's a time limit here. Then I wanted to look into the different features and the different values that YouTube is bringing. How are they addressing problems potentially from the different customer segments? And finally, we have talked about how YouTube is actually talking to the different customer segments in different ways. So what do you think? Do you agree with all what I have been talking here? Do you agree on how to actually build a customer segment? I know that this is a long video. Do you think that this is an interesting format of going into more practical level on how to define the different value propositions for the different customer segments according to different features, and actually see then how you can promote them? So please, if you're interested and if you would like to see more, just let us know. And if you find something interesting that you want to share, as always, comment below and let us know. And if you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And we will see you in the next video. Stay safe.